A very warm evening to everybody present here. I am Dr. R. Jenny Bharati, Assistant Professor from the Department of ECE, Savita Engineering College, and I am here to present the simulation of maximum power transfer theorem using virtual labs. So first, before getting into the simulation, let us define what is this maximum power transfer theorem. So this states that in order to obtain maximum external power from a source which has finite impedance value, the impedance of the load must equal the impedance of the source as viewed from its output terminals. So this is nothing but we need to ensure that the value of source impedance equals the value of load impedance. Only then we can ensure that maximum power has been transferred from the source end towards the load end, right? So we'll just go through the procedure first to simulate. So the first step, we need to assume the input supply voltage and the frequency. So here we have assumed it as 230 volts, 50 hertz supply frequency, and these are the values of the source impedance Rs and the reactance component, which is Ls and Cs, and then these values constitutes the load impedance, where we have the real part, which is the resistance, load resistance Rn, and then you have the load reactance components L and Cl. So we just set the values of different elements of the source impedance, then switch on the circuit board. So this is the switch on. So then switch on the circuit board to get the voltmeter reading. So we have three different voltmeters connected to the source and three different voltmeters connected to the load end to observe the corresponding readings. And this maximum power transfer theorem actually needs to satisfy three different conditions. So case 1 or condition 1 states that maximum power is transferred when only XL is adjustable. So only when XL, so XL is the load components. So only when XL is adjustable, how do we achieve this maximum power transfer theorem? And condition 2 or case 2 implies maximum power is being transferred under the condition that only RL is adjustable. So as you fix the other values, I try to vary only the value of RL and I ensure that maximum power is being transferred from the source to load end. And case 3 ensures maximum power transfer from source to load where both XL and RL are adjustable. So I vary both RL as well as the XL components. So XL components includes the value of LL as well as CL. So now we'll just get into the case 1. So before getting into the simulation, we'll set the values of LS, CS, and the same way I would like to choose the values of RL, LL, and CL. So I assume that my source impedance values, that is, I assume the LSCS value, that is the reactance values of source, is equal to the reactance values connected to the load end. So I assume it is 1 millihenry here and it is 10 microfarads here. So the same way, I have assumed the LL as 1 millihenry and the CL value as 10 microfarads. So I have just mentioned the values here, and now we'll just switch on the circuit board. So this is the tab to switch on the circuit board. We can watch the corresponding ratings in the voltmeter, and now we'll go to simulate. So as you click on the simulate tab, I can see the values of power transferred and the efficiency. So here we ensure that 100% efficiency is being achieved. So I can very well say that under case 1, we have set XS value equal to XL value and we have achieved maximum power to be transferred from the source end to the load end. And henceforth, we have obtained the efficiency as 100%. So similarly, we can go for the case 2 scenario. We assume the values for source impedance as well as the load impedance, and we try to vary the value of RL, and as you click on the simulate tab, you will get the value of efficiency to be 100%. So similarly, we can proceed the same scenario for case 3 wherein we adjust both the XL value as well as the RL value. So this sets the value of RS equal to RL and the value of XS equal to XL. And we, as we click on the simulate tab, we can ensure maximum power has been transferred from the source end to the load end. And this is the simulation procedure. Thank you for the opportunity.